Hello everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. We're going to be going through a nice slow flow just to get everything moving, start to loosen up those joints and to get you ready for the day. So grab your mat and go ahead and join me here on your knees. So we're going to just start by sitting back on our knees. If you need, you can put a block or cushion or some blankets underneath your bottom and just place your hands on your legs. Close your eyes and just take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Just taking a moment to let go of today. Letting go of any stressors, anything on that to-do list. And just finding a moment to be present. To look inward. Taking a nice scan of the body here. Just noticing how you feel. Any aches, any pains, any energies, emotions running through the body, just acknowledge them. And let them go. And just as we're about to get started, just set an intention for today's practice. Maybe it's a goal or a feeling. Whatever it is, send all of your energy to this one intention. With that, blink open the eyes nice and slow, and I want you to make your way onto hands and knees. So hands are going to be placed directly under your shoulders. Fingers are spread out nice and wide. Go ahead and tuck your toes. And knees should be underneath of the hips. And just take a nice deep breath here, a nice neutral spine as you inhale and exhale. From here, you're going to inhale and you're going to drop the belly, lift the hips, lift the head and look up, pulling the shoulders down the back. And on the exhale, you're going to round through the spine, pulling the belly button towards the back, really arching through the upper back, getting a nice opening to the shoulder blades. And then inhale, slowly drop the belly, pull the shoulders back, lift the chin and look up. And then on the exhale, rounding through the spine. Getting a nice opening to the backs of the shoulders. One more as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, look up. And on the exhale, rounding through the spine. And we're going to do one more, but this time really slow. So we're going to inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, look up. And I just want you to hold here. So pulling those shoulder blades down the back, lifting through the sit bones, lifting through the crown of the head, breathing into this opening here in the front of the chest as you inhale. And exhale, keeping the belly engaged. One more. Very good. And from here, you're going to round back through that cat position. So pressing into the palms of the hands, pressing through the shoulder blades, getting that opening to the backs of the shoulders, drawing the belly button towards the spine. So core is engaged, pressing in to the knees, lifting through the back. And then bringing yourself back to a nice neutral position. Very good. All right, from here, we're going to cross the ankles and we're going to roll back and we're going to make our way onto our back. So go ahead and scoot down the mat, lay all the way down to your backs. And you're going to inhale, lift your right knee into your chest, take a nice squeeze. And then you're going to bring that knee over to the left, reaching your right arm out, taking the gaze over that right shoulder. Just taking a moment to just slowly start to unwind. Opening, twisting. If it's first thing in the morning, these stretches can be quite tough. The body's not ready to start moving, so it's just a nice way to gently ease into the day. Breathing here. And then slowly bring that right knee back into your chest. And then bring the left knee into your chest. Extend the right leg out. Taking a squeeze into that chest. Then you're going to bring that left leg across to the right. Reach your left arm out. Gaze over that left shoulder. Just gently breathing here. Keeping the weight in that shoulder. Trying to keep that shoulder down to the ground. And letting gravity pull your knee down as well. So just feeling that opening from the top of the shoulder across the rib cage all the way down through the hip. Breathing into it. And then from here, slowly coming back into the center, squeezing the knees into the chest. And then gently, we're just going to rock forward and back a couple times. So just rocking the full length of the spine. Nice massage for the back. One more time, all the way back. And then rock forward, come up to your feet, and make your way to standing. Coming all the way up to a standing position at the top of the mat. Starting with the toes together, the heels slightly apart, press your heels down into the mat, lift through the arches of the feet. Engage through the legs, drawing the quads up, so flexing through the thighs, squeezing through the glutes, lifting all the way up through the belly, through the crown of the head. At the same time, we're pulling down through the shoulders, reaching down through the hands, coming into a nice mountain pose. Breathing here, inhale, nice active pose, and exhale. Inhale, sweeping the hands high up to the ceiling. Take a nice gaze to the ceiling, and on the exhale, we're going to fold forward. On the inhale, you're going to come halfway lengthen, nice long flat back, keeping the core engaged. On the exhale, place the hands down to the mat, and you're going to step the right foot back. Drop the right knee to the mat, untuck the right toes, and you're going to inhale, reach the hands up towards the sky, breathing here as you inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, bringing those hands back down to the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the knees. Step that left foot back to join. And we're going to lower all the way down to the mat. And then inhale, coming into a cobra, lifting through the chest, pulling the shoulders down the back. Gentle opening here in the upper back as you inhale. And then exhale, pressing up to your knees, tucking the toes, making your way to your first downward dog. And like I said, if it's first thing in the morning, these positions can be quite sticky, so go ahead and pedal into those feet. Just start to open up through the calves, through the hamstrings, through the hips. Maybe get a little bit of a tilting action, just dropping your hips from side to side, just opening up that side body, finding whatever movement, whatever space your body needs here. One more breath here. And exhale. On the next breath, you're going to inhale, step that right foot forward between hands. Drop the left knee to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep those hands all the way up towards the ceiling, and exhale, hold here, breathing in. Drawing the belly button to spine. Exhale, trying to find a little bit of an opening in the hip, a little opening in the upper back. Exhale. Again, inhale. And then exhale, hands come down to the mat. You're going to tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, come halfway lengthen. And then exhale, fold forward. From here, inhale, sweep the hands all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, we fold forward. Repeat that one more time. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Pull the shoulders down the back. And on the exhale, hands come to the mat. This time, step your left foot back. Drop your left knee to the mat. Untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the hands up. And on the exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Inhale, tuck the toes, lift the knees, step the right foot back to join, and lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, peeling the upper body off the mat, keeping the chin tucked, and the last thing to lift is the head, opening the upper back. And on the exhale, making your way back to your downward dog. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. Hands should be about shoulder width distance apart. Fingers are spread out nice and wide. We're pressing into the pads of the fingers. Lifting through the arms, so pulling the shoulder blades down the back. Opening through the armpits, drawing the belly button to spine. Taking a bend in the knee, sending the hips towards the back of the room. And then slowly start to straighten through the legs, pressing the heels down to the mat. One more breath. And exhale. On the inhale, we're going to look forward, step the left foot forward between the hands. This time, drop the right knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, circling the hands down to the mat, tucking the back toes, lift the knee. Stepping the right foot up to join the left. And then we exhale, fold forward. Inhale, we rise all the way back up. And on the exhale, we fold down once again. Inhale, come halfway lengthen, nice long flat back. And on the exhale, hands come to the mat, stepping the right foot back, drop the right knee. Inhale, sweep the hands up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift, step that left leg back to join. And you're welcome to go all the way down to the mat or lower down to a chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra or upward dog, opening to the front of the body. And then exhale, making your way back to your downward dog. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. Just bringing that focus, that intention back to your practice, back to your breath. One more breath here. And exhale. Inhale, taking that gaze forward, you're going to step the right big toes to the right thumb, lower down that left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale, hands circle down to the mat, tuck the toes, lift the knee, and take the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, we come halfway, lengthen, and we exhale, forward fold. Breathing here. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up towards the ceiling. And exhale, hands come back down, mountain pose. All right, we're moving on from here. So we're going to inhale, sweep the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come halfway, lengthen, nice long flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, nice long flat back. Come halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the right foot back and then bring the left foot to join and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, opening to the front of the chest, upward dog. And exhale, making your way to a downward dog. Inhale, you're going to sweep the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, weight goes into the left hand. The right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. We're opening up, just a nice open twist here. Inhale. Pulling in to that stretch, really starting to draw that right hip back, drop the left hip towards the mat, and twist open at the same time. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Taking the hand back to the mat, holding into that high lunge. So again, drawing that right hip back, squaring that left hip down to the mat, holding here. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale. Inhale, reaching all the way up through a high lunge. Hands come to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Very good. Exhale. From here, you're going to open up, coming into our warrior two. So sinking down nice and deep, reaching those arms in opposite directions, taking the gaze over the right fingertips, breathing in. And exhale. Should feel like those legs are spiraling open to the outsides of the mat. You're pressing into the feet, lifting through the arches, reaching through the hands. One more breath. Very good. From here, flip the right palm to the ceiling, reach the hand up and over, coming into reverse warrior. Inhale. Also known as peaceful warrior. Exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, inhale, reach the hands all the way around, taking the hands back to the mat. Stepping the right foot back to join the left, coming to a high plank and lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, rolling over the toes, upward dog. Exhale, rolling back over the toes, downward dog. Other side. Inhale, sweeping the left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, you're going to drop that weight onto the right hand, sweep the left hand all the way up and open through this nice twist. So a low lunge, twist, you're drawing in through the belly, creating that space in the hip, feeling that stretch all the way through the back of that left leg, potentially down the back of the right leg, in the hip flexor as well. Breathing here, opening up through that chest. And then sweeping that hand back down to the mat, holding that high lunge. So you're going to draw that left hip back, pull the belly button in towards the spine, lengthen through the crown of the head. Breathing here, really opening through that back hip flexor. Inhale. And exhale. Drawing the belly button in, finding that strength in that left leg. And then inhale, you're going to sweep the hands all the way up. Nice low lunge. Inhale. Reaching the hands towards the ceiling. Exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, opening out to the side of the room, sinking down into our warrior two. Left side, taking the gaze over the left middle fingers. So drawing the shoulders down and back, reaching the arms in opposite directions. Sinking down nice and deep. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. Starting to feel that warmth in the body, that strength that we're building. Flipping that left palm to the ceiling, reaching the hand all the way up and back to the back of the room. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. Last breath here, inhale. And exhale. On the next inhale, we come forward, windmilling the arms all the way back down to the mat. Step the foot back and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, making your way to a downward dog. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Very good. On the next inhale, we look forward. And on the exhale, we step or jump the feet between the hands. Inhale, we come halfway lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way back up. And exhale, hands to prayer. Building on that. So we inhale, reaching towards the ceiling. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, come halfway lengthen. Nice long flat back. And exhale, hands come to the mat. Go ahead and step or jump your feet back to a high plank and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, making your way to your upward dog. And then exhale, sending the hips back to a downward dog. From here, we inhale, sweep the right leg all the way up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, we step that foot forward between the hands. Inhale, weight comes to the left hand as we open up the right hand to the ceiling. Nice twist. And then sweeping the hand down and around, holding that high lunge, drawing up through the crown of the head, lengthening through the spine. On the next inhale, we rise up to a high lunge. And on the exhale, we open up to our warrior two. Very good. Drawing up and in through the belly, reaching through those arms. Flipping the right hand to the ceiling, reaching it back. Reverse warrior. Inhale. Very good. And exhale. Go ahead and straighten through that right leg. Keep reaching back. Reverse triangle. Inhale. And exhale. On the next inhale, we reach forward with that right palm. Bring it down towards the shin, towards the mat. Reach the left hand to the ceiling. And we're opening through that left hip. So that left hip is actively pulling back. We're drawing up through the legs, reaching through the hands. So don't worry about that right hand coming down to the mat. Rest on your shin or a block. Breathing here. Reaching that left hand this time up and over towards the front of the room. Inhale. Very good. And exhale, keep drawing into the belly, keep the legs engaged. Bending into that right knee, we're going to bring ourselves forward to an Ardha Chandrasana. So finding that balance, dropping that right hand down to the mat, lifting through that left leg to the left hand. That foot is pointed and flexed at the same time. So we're pointing to the foot and then pulling those toes back. So really engaging to the foot, drawing in through the belly here. Inhale, very good. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last breath in. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and bring that hand down to the mat. And you're going to lift that left leg up to the ceiling. Bring the left knee to your chest. And then drop the foot to the mat. Inhale, rise all the way back up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway lengthen. Nice long flat back. Exhale, hands come to the mat. We step or jump back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, opening to the chest. Exhale, making your way to a downward dog, left side. Inhale, left leg, sweep it all the way up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, that left toe comes to the left thumb. We inhale, placing the weight into the right hand, reaching open through that left hand, getting that nice twist opening through the rib cage, breathing here. Sweeping that left hand down and around, finding that low lunge, drawing that left hip back, lengthening through the crown of the head. And then on the inhale, we rise up to a high lunge. And on the exhale, we open up to our warrior two, reaching through opposite arms here. Inhale. And exhale, flipping that left palm to the ceiling, reaching the hand to the back of the room, coming into a nice, peaceful warrior. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. And then straightening through that left leg. Keep reaching through the left fingertips to the back of the room. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, bringing yourself all the way up, reaching forward to that left hand, coming into a triangle pose, dropping the left hand to the shin, to a block or the mat, taking the right hand to the ceiling. Breathing here, actively rolling that right hip back and away, opening up to that front body, reaching that hand to the ceiling. Start with that gaze going down to the mat on the inhale. And on the exhale, just float the head towards the ceiling and just notice that rotation of just the head. It's just a nice, easy rotation when we use the breath. Sweeping and reaching that right hand to the front of the room. Now really start to feel that stretch from the top of the hip all the way through that side body, through the shoulder, all the way down to the fingertips. Breathing here. And exhale. Good. You're going to bend into the left knee. We're going to make our way into our Ardha Chandrasana. So bending into that left knee, start to straighten that leg. Keep lifting through that right leg, pulling the shoulders down the back, reaching through the right fingertips. Gaze can be down towards the mat, or it can be up towards the ceiling, your choice. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. One more. Very good. Go ahead and take that hand down to the mat. We're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine, lift through that right leg. And on the exhale, draw the knee in towards your nose, place the foot onto the mat, and take your forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway, lengthen. And exhale, take a forward fold. Go ahead and step or jump the feet back and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, opening through the chest. Exhale, making your way to a downward dog. Inhale, sweeping that right leg towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, stepping the right foot between the hands. Weight goes into the left hand as you open up the chest. And then sweeping that right hand back to the mat. Find that low lunge, so drawing the right hip back, lengthening through the spine, lifting through the crown of the head as you inhale. And then exhale, rising all the way back up on the inhale. And exhale, hold. Very good. Inhale, open up to our warrior two. Exhale, sink in nice and deep, flipping the palms towards the ceiling, sweeping that right hand to the back of the room. Inhale. And then exhale, coming forward, this time to a side angle. Right elbow, right knee, left hand reaches up towards the ceiling to start with. Using the elbow to press open through the knee as you inhale. And exhale, reach that left hand all the way to the front of the room. Inhale. And exhale. From here, moving our way back into that Ardha Chandrasana. So that bend's already in the knee this time. We come forward, lift into that Ardha Chandrasana. And you're welcome to practice the balance here if you'd like. So if you're feeling like you want a little bit more of a challenge, play with floating those fingers off the ground. Finding that balance. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Inhale. And even if you fall, come right back up, or if the fingertips are on the ground, that's fine too. If you'd like to make this a little bit more challenging, you can bend that left knee, bring the foot towards your bottom, grab the ankle with your left hand, and just open up. Do that half boat pose. Breathing here, getting that stretch to the quad. And exhale. Again, inhale. And then exhale, slowly release, bring both hands to the mat, lift that left leg towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bringing that foot back to the mat, taking a forward fold. Inhale, reaching the hands all the way up. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway, lengthen. And then exhale, hands to the mat. We step or jump the feet back and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, opening the chest. Exhale, making your way to a downward dog. Left side. Inhale, left leg, sweep it up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, bringing the left toes to your left thumb. Going into that nice open lunge, that twist, putting the weight into the right hand, sweeping the left hand up to the ceiling as you inhale. And then exhale, hand comes back down, finding that low lunge as you inhale, lengthen through the spine, pulling the shoulders down the back, finding the opening in that right hip flexor. From here, Using the breath, lift all the way up, high lunge, and open up into our warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, sweeping the left palm to the ceiling, reaching back. Peaceful warrior. Very good. Moving into our side angle. Left elbow, left knee. Reach the right hand up to the ceiling to start. Really opening up, using that left elbow against the left leg to open up through the groin. And then reaching that right hand overhead. Creating a nice line from the ankle all the way to the wrist. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. Very good, inhale. Taking your gaze down to the mat. And then putting that weight into that left foot, you're going to make your way back into that Ardha Chandrasana. So slowly lifting to that right leg. Finding your balance here. Again, if you'd like to play with the balance, play with floating that left hand off the mat. Inhale. And exhale. You might find that your balance on one side is slightly better than the other. Maybe you're recovering from an injury. Maybe you're just starting out. Just breathe and work with what your body's giving you today. If you'd like to make it a bit more of a challenge, you're going to bend that right leg, reach the right hand back, grab the top of that ankle, and then opening up through that quad, through that hip. Also, really through that hamstring on the left side as well. Breathing here, inhale. Well done, exhale. Then releasing the hands of the mat, opening up through a standing splits, and then drawing the right knee into the chest, dropping the foot down to the mat, taking a forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the hands all the way up. And then exhale, fold forward, making our way to seated. Inhale, come halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or jump the feet back and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step or jump your feet all the way through to seated. Very good. Coming into our seated forward fold, so sitting up nice and tall. You're welcome to move the flesh of the bum cheeks out of the way. Sweeping the hands all the way up to the ceiling as you inhale. Exhale, take a forward fold. Bringing your peace fingers to your big toes. If you can't reach your toes, that's fine. Just bend your knees. Draw the feet in a bit closer, grabbing the toes, pulling the shoulders down the back. And then just working on a stretch with a nice long flat back. So don't worry about how far you come forward. We're really just working on lengthening through the low back. So you should really feel this down in this part of the back. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And then drawing that left foot in, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to walk the hands forward. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. Good, and inhale. Just showing ourselves a little bit of love, a little bit of care. Just taking that time out for you, because you deserve it. You really do. And sometimes it can be really hard to find that time. Go ahead and sit up nice and straight. We're going to switch sides. So drawing the right foot in nice and close, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, folding forward. But it's so important just to find, even if it's just a few minutes a day, just to sit, close your eyes and breathe. It makes such a difference. And I know everyone's really busy and lockdown isn't easy. Even if you're not in lockdown, if you're in a different part of the world. Over here in England, we are still in lockdown. It feels like we've been in lockdown since November at this point. But just finding that time to focus on yourself, to let go of everything that's going on around you, all your stress, all your worries, and just focus on yourself. Finding what makes you happy, what brings you joy, slowly releasing. Sitting up nice and tall. And then we're going to make our way down to our back. Laying all the way down to our back, going back into that position we started with, so drawing that right knee into the chest. Taking a gentle squeeze towards that knee, and then drawing that knee over to the left, reaching through that right arm, and just noticing the difference in this twist this time around. Breathing in here. I find now, for me to find time for yoga, it's literally when my little girl's asleep, and I have 20 minutes, if I'm lucky. If I'm lucky, I'll get 30. Today's a good day, apparently. She's still sleeping. And then drawing that right knee in nice and close. And then switching sides, drawing the left knee in. And then bringing the left leg across the body, reaching through that left hand. Taking a few breaths here just to slowly unwind. Coming back into center, taking a squeeze towards the chest. And then slowly release down to the mat, letting go. Letting the feet flop open, drawing the shoulders down the back, hands, palms pointing up, eyes closed. Just moving into this space you've created. Taking a nice deep inhale. And exhale. And with the next inhale, just filling up your body with love. Sending that love to anywhere in the body that you may need it. Maybe it's your heart. Maybe it's your mind. We tend to be so hard on ourselves. And it's just important to know that every day we show up, we give our best. And our best is good enough because we are enough. And just by changing the way that you look at yourself, the way that you view yourself, will change the way that you view others. You show yourself love and kindness. You'll find that in your relationships, you'll show others love and kindness. By spending that time, by doing the work on yourself, it radiates out to the people around you. Just taking a few more breaths here. And then slowly start to wiggle those fingers, those toes, bringing awareness back into the body. Taking a nice big stretch, reaching the hands high overhead. And then slowly making your way to your side. Just taking a moment here. Just to notice how you feel. Any aches, any pains, any emotions running through the body, just acknowledge them. And then making your way up to a seated position at the front of the mat. Finding a nice, comfortable position to sit in. Maybe you're on a block or a blanket. Just sitting up nice and tall, bringing your hands to prayer at your heart center. Just taking a moment to acknowledge that intention that you set at the beginning of class. Bringing your prayer to your third eye. Thanking yourself for your time, for the energy that you shared here today, and sending that love, that energy we created here to somebody in your life who needs it. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you again next week.